dog heaven. So we're gonna head in here and get us some hot dogs. It's a little small establishment, but it looks like it could be yummy, yummy. Let me get closer to the sign so you guys can see it. Okay. So it says, welcome to Hot Dog Heaven, authentic Chicago hot dog since 1987. We're gonna see right now. We're going to see right now.
Still walking there.
Atmosphere. Oh, they also sell ice cream. It is. Nice little spot. Teach you all the toppings.
Hello, how you doing?
All right. It's really nice and quaint in here, guys. Very family oriented, it looks like. Really nice. There are menus everywhere. You see the different hot dogs they have. I'm excited to eat here. Hot dog.
What up, what up, what up? Double M's, this your boy Keys.
And it's your girl Mandy.
And we back.
With another video.
Yeah.
And this time we are doing Hot Dog Heaven, you guys. They sell authentic Chicago style hot dogs. They have everything you can think of in there. So let's say what we got.
All right. I got a chili cheese dog with sauerkraut and onions. And then I have their chicken.
Italian chicken sausage dog.
Italian chicken sausage dog.
Made up the Chicago style.
Yeah. It looks good, y'all.
It really does. It really does. And I also have the chili cheese dog with sauerkraut. And I also have a barbecue dog. And it has pickles, onions, and I asked for peppers to be added to this. I cannot wait to devour this, y'all. But I'm going to start with my chili cheese dog after this blessing session.
Loving and gracious Father, thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for our friends and loved ones coming in to join us. Add your blessing upon this food. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
We
and you guys, we're so sorry that it's a lot of traffic where we're at, you guys. Cars are flying by, you know. It's a busy intersection where this place is located.
Yeah, it's a little small joint, but yeah, it's so good. Look at that.
Delicious. We would have ate this in the car, but it'd have been a mess everywhere. You okay?
Need something to drink.
I've got lemonade. Yeah, this is so good. I got onions on here, cheese, sauerkraut. I got extra onions on mine. I love onions. So yummy.
It's good, but with that chili, I could have doctored it up a little bit.
Y'all, they offer the chili either with the beans or without the beans. We got it without the beans. I don't like beans in my hot dog. I've been there some years eating pork and beans. Weenie. Beans and weenies. Boy, I saw mine too, so let me make that.
Yeah. This is a good hot dog.
It is.
I don't know where they're getting their hot dogs from. But you can tell with the casing, when you bite into it, it's like a...
Very good. Lemonade on point too. I'm enjoying this whole experience, you guys. We ain't touch none of the fries. The fries are fresh and hot too. And seasoned just right.
Yeah. The lemonade good, but no, it's not Chick-fil-A.
We know it ain't Chick-fil-A lemonade, but it's still good lemonade. And guess what? People filing in and filing out of here getting food. There was a lot of old people in there, so you know they always know the good food at. They be retired. Shout out my senior citizens out there, because you know y'all know where the good food is. When y'all retire, y'all be knowing where the spot's at, baby. This spot right here. You know we got a place like this in Panama City on downtown called Tom's Hot Dog. But Tom's ain't hitting on this though. If you guys in the Orlando area, definitely try out Hot Dog Heaven. It's located on East Colonial Drive. You can't miss because it's on a busy highway, which is East Colonial Drive. Well known here in Orlando. It runs east to west.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good hot dogs. So definitely I would say come here and try you a hot dog.
We most definitely getting here around lunchtime. It's getting packed now.
It's getting packed. But it's just a nice meal. You on your lunch break, man.
Quick hot dog and some lemonade.
You good to go?
Y'all, look at that. That's pretty.
Look at that, y'all. Look at that.
You hate to even eat it.
Looks so good, don't it, Ray?
Look like the picture. I love food that look just the way the picture look.
Just how the advertisement is. They ain't lying.
Get your food.
These some good eats, y'all. Good eats. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It is getting packed. We're sitting outside. And literally 7 people that's walked in. Did they not? Between the last group of people that's walked in and these people right here.
It probably was a little more than that. It was a group and then another group.
Behind each other. But they're quick with the service, so you don't have to wait very long. And like I said, the food is fresh and it's hot and it's good. So you can't beat that. I would definitely come here again. This is our first time at Hot Dog Heaven, but I would definitely come back here again.
And it's been here a while. Even when I was in school and I never ate here. You figure when you're young, you're like, man, I can buy my own hot dog. But it's the experience. When you get older, you understand it's the experience.
Oh, honey, trust me. These kids today all about the experience.
Yep.
They don't want to make a PB&J sandwich for themselves, let alone a hot dog. We used to boil hot dogs all the time on the stove. Or put them in the skillet and grill them up real quick.
This generation right here.
They ain't with that. They all about the experience, honey. They'll want to be here Hot Dog Heaven 7 days a week, spending your money up. Mama, I need lunch money. How much money you need? 20 bucks? What you eating today? Going to Hot Dog Heaven again?
Oh yeah, they with that.
I can imagine that. If I had a child, oh my God, be broke messing around with them. That's why it's important to teach your kids the value of $1 and to teach your kids, you know, to be respectful of, you know, being able to have the luxury of eating out sometimes, you know, because some things we say it's not expensive, but it adds up. And that's the thing, it's not expensive, but it adds up. You go every day, you know? So you have to give yourself a break now. Gotta give yourself a break. But we are enjoying this food. It's so delicious, like I said. My last dog, y'all. Y'all see that? It's full of, just barbecue sauce, cheese, onions, pickles, and I got extra onions, of course, again. And I got peppers on there. Got one.
Some of them little holes.
That hot dog.
You done? They got some of that Chicago relish. Oh man, I lost some pepper. See them peppers?
Oh, this is so good. This is so good. The combination with hot dog, you gotta try this hot dog. Oh my God.
With the peppers. Oh, I got some.
You got some? Okay.
Yeah. Everything on there. Yeah, I got some.
Oh, it's so good. Then you missing the barbecue sauce. This is a hot dog. I'm getting full, but this is so delicious. Oh my goodness. This is a nice lunch, you know? Nice lunch. I enjoyed myself.
And the hot dog, the chicken hot dog is spicy.
Yeah, it's spicy. The peppers aren't that hot, they're mainly sweet heat, but they complement the sandwich really good. Really do. And I like the way they put the sliced pickles in your sandwich. I like that. Big slices. Not hamburger pickles on the hot dog.
And the relish is Chicago relish because it has a deep green. It's not.
Yeah, it's not like the store-bought.
It's not store-bought. We have a bottle at home, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Compared to regular relish
that you buy in the store
that people will put in tuna.
That's true, it's different. So good.
Yum.
I didn't want to get full and get good food, y'all. I just hate that.
Comment down below if you put tomatoes on your hot dog.
I don't put them on my hot dog, but I don't mind them. I'll show eat them.
Yeah,
If it's a Chicago dog, I do it.
My first hot dog with a tomato on it.
You never had a tomato in your hot dog? They usually put tomatoes on the Chicago dog.
In my whole 42 years of life.
You had a tomato in your hot dog? Wow. Yeah, I've had it before. Just eating the Chicago style hot dog before. I've had it.
This is my first one.
This is the barbecue dog, y'all. The barbecue dog. Oh, all the lanes falling off. So good.
This pepper brings out so much flavor in that hot dog.
We eating fries? Maybe a little bit. We ain't big on fries, y'all. I could just got the hot dogs, so I'd be fine.
You want it though. Talk to y'all about something. Y'all can't remember.
Who's in the car? Who's in the car? I remember what it was.
You finished?
It was good. Try it. Yeah, try it out here. Like barbecue sauce. You're gonna love it. I like it.
Barbecue sauce.
That's what it is. I'm telling you. It's really good.
These hot dogs are good.
So you guys, we just finished eating at Hot Dog Heaven. We wanted to come back to the car to talk to you guys because of the noise level at Hot Dog Heaven with all the cars driving by. I mean, you guys, you ought to see this. The cars are literally driving by. I mean...
It was starting to get packed.
Yeah, they got car lots everywhere around here. It's really busy. So yeah, we were just ready to get out of there. But like I said, definitely try the hot dogs out. They were delicious. Everything was fresh. And they did it very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's real good. You want to try to make it here a little early when they open up around. They open up at 11, so we want to get here around 11:30, 12 o'clock because they get busy fast. Absolutely.
And we got here early, so we were like one of the first couple people in the door. So it wasn't as crowded when we got in there. A couple of older people were in there sitting out eating their hot dogs already. And then after we sat down outside to eat, it was crazy, y'all. And the only reason we didn't sit inside, inside was very nice and clean. The only reason we didn't sit inside was because of the music. You know, we don't want to be dealing with that copyright stuff.
Yeah.
But we wanted to talk to you guys about something. Tell them what it is. It's a new TV show out, y'all.
Crazy, because as you know, we like to watch stuff that's dealing with relationships, marriage, stuff like that. So we start, and y'all know I don't watch too much TV, but I had to check it out.
Get yourself on
I had to check it out. So the TV show is called, it's called Fiance and Family, or Family.
Yeah, it's called My Fiance or My Family.
Yeah.
So basically you're trying to find out if this marriage is something that you want, if you want to get married to this person. And then you're also trying to good God Almighty. You're trying to figure out, cut that off. You're trying to figure out if this relationship is something that you want to go forth in and get married eventually from the engagement, or are the concerns your family keep bringing up truly valid and maybe you need to reconsider things.
So, can I receive a blessing from my family to move on with this engagement, or is my family like they
bringing up some valid points that I need to consider? You know,
because
they already,
man, this is bull crap.
You're already coming there. It's like, right, for example, it's like you're already coming there. It's like me and Keys is going to the house. We then invite the relatives who don't want the marriage to happen. So everybody's, you know, giving their take on what's going on. We watched the episode yesterday.
Young couple, 29 and 22, I believe. They were about 7 years apart, she says. About 7 years apart, she said. So I guess he was getting ready to turn 30. So he's a little older than her. And he had an issue with, you know, messing around with different women. And his cousin was literally there. Being messy, throwing salt.
And this is male cousin.
Blood cousin now. And the way he was throwing the salt looked like he wanted to get with the fiance.
He go, Keys, tell me something. That was me. I'd have got him up out of there.
Out of there. from the jump. Soon,
I'd have been calling it off, y'all.
Yeah, soon as they cut the tape,
I'd have been calling it off.
He need to.
I'd have said, how you got some girl lashes in the trash in your house? That was a mess. That was a mess. Old
boy had his mama on his side, and his mama switched out like, dang, that's my son sounding super shady right now. Come on, and then the mama really don't know the girl like that, so now she getting to really know the girl, and the girl seems super sweet. And you're like, I can't let my son mess up this girl life.
Right, and then on top of that too, you guys, the girl was 22 years old, very young girl. You know, even when you're young and you have experience, or you are, you know, you have an old soul, there are still things in your life you have yet to experience. You know what I'm saying? As a woman who's 37 years old, I can say that. You know, there's still things in my life I haven't experienced. Of a 60-year-old woman or 50-year-old woman said something to me, there are things I still haven't experienced. But being that I've been 22 before, there are things in your life you still haven't experienced. And to take a big step to marry somebody who is still out there cheating, messing with multiple girls, and saying, oh, I'm with you now, I love you, that's all that matters. No, that's not all that matters, honey. We got to get to the root of the problem here. You got an issue, boo-boo. You ain't even ready to settle down, but you want to get married to me to tie me down? For what reason?
And check this out. So when they come in, the lady that hosts the show told them the requirements that were going to happen. Okay,
what
young
was
lady,
needed. What was needed from her and from him.
All right. So, young lady, this is what you're going to do. All the family are going to ask you some questions to get you to see if you're ready for marriage and for motherhood, because he had kids already.
Yeah, he had 3 kids already. This 29-year-old male had kids already.
The questions they asked her was like straight up parenting questions. And I'm going to give you one example. They said, okay, you're in school, young lady. You have an important test that's 90% of your grade. The kid's school call and says the kids need to be picked up because they're very sick. And her boyfriend can't pick them up, and the mother of the kids can't pick them up. What do you do?
As their stepmother, what are you going to do?
She said, I'm gonna take my test, and then I worry about getting the kids after I finish my test.
But you know what? I'm not even surprised at her answer, because she's young and she hasn't yet lived her own life, and nobody's gonna put their life on hold to raise somebody else's kids in that way, especially when you're young. Because what ends up happening is, if the relationship don't work out, you end up having a lot of resentment, regret, feeling like you gave up so much for somebody else's life who's already lived, he already got an already made family. He's already out there messing with multiple girls. He's not even ready to settle down. And he's much older than you. And I think at the end of that episode, the girl made the right decision to say, you know what? I think we need to take a break. She realized that.
She cut the whole engagement off.
She cut the whole engagement off.
Not just the engagement. She cut the relationship off.
Yeah, she said, I think we need some time to really, think about things. And she said, your family have made some valid points, because his cousin kept sitting there saying, you know how we do, bruh. You know how we do. Like, basically, we be with mad girls. So his mama started looking at him sideways, like, I can't let you do this to this young girl. Yeah. I can't let you mess up her life, marry her, and you don't want to do right. And then she's now having adopt on, having 3 stepchildren, and take on these new responsibilities that she didn't have before, and you still mess around with other women. No, I'm not going to let you do that to that young lady. So she started talking to her mother and his mother, and I think she just kind of like felt like, you know what, they're right.
And also, after the young lady had participated and did her function, which they came for, it was the guy's turn. He didn't even want. First question, he didn't want to participate. He didn't even want to participate. Right there,
he didn't want to participate in it at all.
Right then, he forfeited the whole thing for the show. Right then, they already knew.
Because he wasn't serious. He wasn't serious. He wasn't serious. The thing about it is, he wasn't serious about getting married. I think he was more or less serious about making her be in a committed relationship to him.
Yeah.
You be committed to me while I do what I want to do.
You know what I'm saying?
I want you because I know you possess good quality. Because she was very mature for her age.
Very mature.
She possessed good qualities that this young lady is going somewhere with her life, and you want that on your team, but you also don't want to really give her what she deserves in return. You don't
want to put your all within the relationship, but you want her to put all her and you. And
all her effort and her attention and her life into yours. You didn't want to basically meet her halfway. And she started to see that not only by what everybody in the room was saying from his side of the family and her side of the family, but she started seeing it in his behavior, because he even got so angry at the table. He started acting like he wanted to disrespect her mama. And I'm with your sister. That's a no-no. That's a no-no, brother.
Because his mom wasn't for it. Now,
but her mother was only trying to say, you guys are young, you need to think about this. And then if you out there still messing with women, my daughter don't need to marry you. And because the mother was asking valid questions, he was getting a chip on his shoulder, and he started talking back, like he started repeating what she said, like, yeah, like we already know all that. And that's when she was like, don't be disrespectful to my mother. She's like, don't do that. See, if somebody got to tell you don't disrespect your mother, honey, you already know what's the problem there. It's already lack of communication and respect already going on in this relationship. Because if you feel like you can get to the table and talk to my mama any kind of way, it's a no-go. It's a no-go.
And you can tell the parents wasn't with it from the jump. From the jump.
And her own mother walked out. Her own mother was like, you know what? I'm not going to be a part of this foolishness with people being disrespectful. I'm going to walk away. The mother just basically walked away from the table because it's like, yeah, I'm not finna sit here argue with you, young man.
Yeah, so you had on the young lady side, you had a best friend.
Yep.
You had her aunt, and you had her mother.
Her mother.
The aunt had already left the table. Right from the jump, they not with the bull crap.
No, the aunt wasn't having it. She wasn't tolerating the disrespect. She wasn't even finna go through the shenanigans with them, with that foolishness.
Even before they came on the show, y'all, you can tell that they wasn't even with that young man. Because they already knew what kind of qualities he possessed already. Which were really none. He just wanted that girl to commit to him, but he wasn't willing to commit to her. And we see it all the time, you know, from all ages. You get in relationships with people and people expect more from you than what they're putting out. You're in these relationships where everything is 70-30. No, sometimes it's 90-10. I ain't with it. You know, and that's the thing. And if somebody really care about you and you have a conversation with them and you say, hey, listen, I don't feel like you are doing all you can for me as a man should do. And I want to see this and that improve in you. He get mad, you already know it's time to go, because that's not somebody who's willing to work on himself. He know he not doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he don't want you saying nothing about it. That's what that be. And that's why that brother got mad at that girl's mother and was so disrespectful, because he knew that woman was telling him right. He knew it. And you watching it all unfold. On national television. You know what? You know what? If that was up, I think we've been 5 people in the house and been on my business. That's too much. But if you was being disrespectful, like, I'd be gone. I'd be out of there. The fact that the mother, you know, she said, you know, I believe in change. People can change. And you knew right there what she was talking about. Right. Because she knew her son. Yeah, she knew her son. But she knew it was going to take time for her son to change. When you young and you out there doing your thing, you ain't thinking about no committed relationship like that. And as we said before, see, the parents and these loved ones hadn't really met each other. They didn't know each other prior. They didn't know. They were only linked by the relationship. Yeah. Okay, I know that my daughter's dating your son. Yeah. I know that my son's dating your daughter, but I don't really know your family. Yeah. And I think that's important, especially when you're getting married. Yeah, my family and Key's family didn't really know each other like that. They didn't. But they all knew the history of the relationship, you know? And then they really didn't know the boy. They knew she was in a relationship with that young man and probably seen him you can tell once or twice. Once or twice she saw her, yeah. My mom's met Keys many times and had dinner, lunch, breakfast. We met many times, you know. We would go to Dothan, Alabama, which is right up the street from Panama City, and visit his mom. You know, so his mom knew me. My mom knew him. It was already a relationship built there. I feel like even if you don't build it with everybody else in the family, it needs to happen at the level of the parents. The parents need, I feel like you need your parents' support. You don't have to always have their approval, but it's nice to have their support in your relationship, especially when you are a young couple. The fact that I was in my 30s getting married, you know, early 30s getting married, I'm not looking for anybody's approval. Either y'all on board or y'all ain't. I've been with this man 6 years. I'm marrying him. It is what it is. That's that. I mean, that's a different situation. You know what I'm saying? When you're mature and you've lived and you got a career and you've done some things in your life and you've experienced some things, then you know when you're ready to settle down. But when you haven't experienced life, you haven't really dated around, you haven't really seen what it is you truly like and what you're truly looking for, you haven't accomplished any personal goals for yourself, I just feel like that's not a good time to get married if you haven't yet done those things for yourself. That's right. 22 is a young age to give yourself to somebody and commit to being a stepmother and all these other things that you've never known nothing about prior to this you know, getting with somebody and dating them and then finding out that now this new responsibility is going to be put on you as well. That's a lot. That's a lot of baggage. So you have to be careful of that. That's why at the end when they ask for the blessings, because at the end of the episode they do the blessing. They ask the family, do they give their blessing? Each individual Either they bless it or they not. I respect the mother of the young lady. She said, I can give a blessing to y'all individually,
but not for marriage.
But not for no marriage.
Amen.
And I agree with her
wholeheartedly. And his mother agreed with it. His mother felt the same way.
Yep.
His mother didn't feel like they needed to get married. His sister even had said. His sister was sitting there the whole time saying.
But because that was his mom, and she believed, hey, I believe you. I got faith in you, son. And he couldn't even see what his mama was saying from all that cloudiness of mess. He still got to clean up in his life.
But you know what? I think even from his cousin exposing him about, you know how we do when we get together, about all the girls they mess with, and the fact that she was crying, that, you know, the fiance was crying because she said that, you know, she had came to his house and she saw a girl's lashes. I don't know if she saw them in the trash, the table. She saw a girl's, you know, female lashes there. She knew they weren't hers.
And he tried to say them was his sister. And his sister sitting there, and you knew he was lying because the sister didn't even say nothing. She just glanced over with a roll of the eyes. To know you lying, B.
Like, you lying on me, but it's okay. Because I already know this relationship ain't going nowhere.
Yep. And
I think the sister kind of like knew that from the jump. And she had been saying it. She was like, you know, you don't need to get married. And I think that's why his family was so against it. Not because they were against her, but because they were against his behavior. They knew how he was moving out there in those streets. And they didn't really want this young girl who was so beautiful, who had a lot going for herself, seemed very intelligent, to just give up her life for a relationship that wasn't really work. Settling.
For some mess.
Settling. We got to stop that. We got to get out of this habit where we feel like we want to settle. Having these infatuations with somebody, or because somebody moved their body a certain way in the bed. Y'all got to get out that foolishness, honey. Y'all got to stop. Got to stop. Seriously. Because somebody got a good pelvic thrust. Y'all better cut that mess out. Yeah. I'm telling you, you stuck with some trash around here. Like they said, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Cause that's what it be. You know what I'm saying? People be out here selling you fairy tale dreams, and then you wake up and look around, you laying in the bed of trash. You know, you got to think about that. Think about what you think about that. You right here like Cinderella. Hold the glass slipper. I'm at the ball. And then next thing you know, you back laying in the trash field. Nah, baby, I ain't with that. Hey, cause somebody moved their body a certain way. Move your body like a snake. Do what you do. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to think about your personal goals and what it is, in all honesty and seriousness, y'all. What it is you want for yourself. Find yourself. Find yourself, because you get in these relationships with people
and get left behind.
Because they already done lived a little bit. They already know what their next move is. You don't know what your next move is. You still learning who you are. You still trying to figure that out sometimes. You know, and even as you grow and learn who you are, you still want to redevelop yourself and, you know, learn new things even as you get older. So it's constantly changing. But I just knew that when I got married, I knew I was ready to settle down. I knew I had lived. I had accomplished some goals. I was doing good for myself. I was in a good place to get married. And I knew this was a man I had been with already 6 years. I ain't trying to look for nothing else.
And we like Orange County schools. I keep telling y'all, nobody left behind.
Shut up.
We ain't with it.
No, we not. We not.
Definitely not with it.
No, we not. And you know, that's the thing. We was in a long committed relationship, and when you put pressure on a man, hey, what are we doing here? It's not because you're trying to force his hand to marry you, but it's because I love you and I want to be here with you, but I want to do this the right way. You know, no need to keep playing house. Let's go ahead and make this thing official. So, you know, that's a good thing, but you got to be ready for that. Just to be 22 years old, finna marry somebody 30, and they right here cheating on you and doing other stuff behind your back that you know nothing about, because once again, they've lived, so they got some manipulation game over on you.
And they give you a little ring, something. It's like giving a little baby a piece of candy. Let me give you a little piece of candy to shut you up over here.
That's exactly what he was doing to her. That's exactly what he was doing to her, dangling carrots over her head.
Let me buy you this little toy so you can hush up, so I can get back to what I was doing.
Exactly what he was doing. And because she was such a smart young lady, she wasn't your average, you know,
22-year-old.
She seen right through it and was like, you know what? We need to call this off and we need to take some time to ourselves, and just told him straight up. Because he was like, he still wanted to get married. After all of that, he didn't get nothing out of that, but I still want to do it. Okay, so it sound like you got a hidden agenda for me. Why you want to do this so bad? And you know you out there still messing with other women. Why would you want to get married?
No thing to, you know, not trying to, but you got to think about it. So they asked her another question. She said, when you get married and the mothers put them on child support, are you ready to subsidize your income?
Yeah, are you ready to pay?
So you can help pay this child support. She looked at me. What are you talking about?
She knew nothing about any of that.
You see, this is the kind of stuff that parents are not talking to their kids about, but your kids around here being sexually active. And then other things, that the sexual activity of the health part, when you got to go to the health department and get shots and creams and all this kind of stuff for your kids, and then you ready to talk to them after the fact.
Yes,
talk to your kids beforehand. Yes, my mama talked to me the wrong way, and mama, I love you. They're gonna take your check, and you're gonna be on child support. You ain't gonna have no money in your check.
Listen, Mama Keys. I ain't got no keys. I'm gonna take your shit.
Mama, we gonna refrain that, and my Deborah, she ain't taking my check. I'm giving it to her.
I'll take as you give, whatever I'll take.
She ain't taking. She ain't taking. I'm freely giving.
You better.
Better yet, I ain't even giving it to her. Got direct deposit.
Oh my goodness!
But you know, jokes to the side. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. You gotta talk to your kids.
Yeah, you gotta talk to your kids, everybody. And then, like Keys was saying too, it's just sad that we wait till after our children catch a STD, herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis. All these things be happening to these young people. And then once they tell us I'm not feeling good, I'm burning down there, this is happening to me, then we take them to the doctor, and then you gotta be doing that. No, don't talk to your kids in a time of frustration. Cause my mama too, Mama Deborah, used to, you know, say it rough now. All they wanna do is, you know, just tell you like that. You know, she just say like that. She's to scare you, try to scare you from those acts of doing those things. But you don't want to invoke fear on your children. You want to invoke knowledge into your children, and you want to give them the power to make good decisions. Say, you know what, my mother and father taught me better than that, and I know this will be a good decision. If I do want to have sex, I'm going to protect myself, or I'm going to make the right decision about this relationship. Okay, I know this man has kids. I ain't gonna take this way too serious. I'm gonna sit back and see how this play out, because I know I got my own personal goals. I got my own life I'm trying to live, and I already know that I'm not interested in playing stepmother to anybody, or I'm not interested in. You got to know what you want for you. And I'm not saying that every 22-year-old don't want to be a mother or not ready for those responsibilities, but I'm just saying, if you haven't, you know, accomplished any personal goals or did things that you want to do for you, like this young lady was basically telling him that she hadn't done yet, then she made the right decision to say, you know what, I'm not ready to get married because there's still some things that I want to do for me, and marriage wouldn't be a good decision, because she was confused about the child support. All of that stuff had her kind of like
trying to invoke wisdom and understanding,
right,
and some proper knowledge when you come to that. So like Mandy was saying, don't put fear. When you put fear, that makes them run from understanding and wisdom and the knowledge. And
they go make the same mistakes you were trying to keep them from making anyway. You know, empower your children by teaching them. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, empower your children by teaching them, you know, the proper skills, and talking to them about some of the experiences that you've had. That's one thing I'm going to do. When I talk to my kids about my life, I'm going to be honest with them, because I don't want my kids out there making, you know, mistakes. I'm not gonna just sit there and just tell them about all the times when I was with their daddy and we're together, me and your father, we this, we that. I'm gonna tell them about the times when I dated jokers who wasn't about nothing, who still ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And let my kids know that this is why it's important to be very selective and not settle. Be selective, don't settle. Be selective about who you give your time and attention to, because time is something you can't get back. And that young lady was crying because she felt like she had wasted time with this young man, because he was playing games the whole time, and his cousin come there to expose him. His cousin was sitting there laughing to my bro. You know how we do. Right then and there in that moment, I would have been ready to go. I'm serious. Don't embarrass me like that.
Point.
Yeah, don't embarrass me like that. That's exactly
why his cousin came. It wasn't so his cousin could be on the show and lighten the situation. His cousin came there to poke, make fun, throw salt.
Yep. and I think the cousin had a problem with her too, because now that you're in the picture, you're causing our playtime and our hangout time with the chicks to be put to a little halt here and there. And we can't have that and get you out the way, shawty. You need to move on.
Yeah, cause
and that's basically how he was talking to her the whole time. I'm like, this is not cool at all. Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. But you guys definitely check out that show, Fiance or Family. It's on the OWN network. We're going to be watching more episodes and talking to you guys about different things. But that was a really good episode. I feel like the young lady was very mature, very wise for her age, with the experience that she has had thus far in her life. And she made a really great decision after talking to some seasoned women, which was her mother and her would-be mother-in-law. And they helped her make a good decision, and she told them no. So I think that was a really good episode, and I like that show. So I hope you guys enjoyed the hot dog heaven videos.
Yeah, them hot dogs was good, y'all.
We'll definitely be coming here again.
Most definitely give it a thumbs up. Bomb. Also, get down there in them comments. Holla at your boy. Holla at your girl. And
if you was married at 22 or at 20 and 19, 18, because we know that stuff went on back in the day.
Yes.
You know, back in those days. But now we have more knowledge, we have more resources, we have more things available to us. So tell me, do you think a 22-year-old in this day and age should be getting married? Let me know in the comments.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Don't forget, hit that notification bell. Bing! So you can be notified of all the content, all the videos that we have in store for you. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the Double M Kingdom. We love y'all.
And we'll see you in our next video.
And we out.
Bye.